I cannot believe this Tootsie Roll commercial exists. Tootsie Rolls have been for so long, even archaeologists find them in ancient tombs.
These two candy rolls sell for the same price. The center of the smaller one is filled with air.
Is that a lifesaver? These Tootsie ad folks are really throwing some shade to the competition.
These are Tootsie Pop Drops. Its centers are filled with delicious chocolatey Tootsie Roll and surrounded by the same tasty hard candy as Tootsie Pops. Tootsie Pop Drops.
A Tootsie Pop drop really does sound a lot like dropping acid. Watch out for that candy trip.
Twice the weight, almost twice the size. A terrific value. Two great tastes, and individually wrapped for cleanliness. Tootsie Pop Drops at your favorite store in rolls or bags.
If you worked in the Tootsie Roll factory, you'd buy some Tootsies from the company store to take home to your kids, wouldn't you? But it's not that easy. The things we go through trying to get our men, the men who work in the Tootsie Roll factory, home in one piece at night.
So, let me get this straight. These guys go to work at the Tootsie factory wearing suits. Come on, Tootsie. That's not exactly boosting your credibility. I mean, I really don't think they wear hats indoors. That's a serious breach of internal protocol, if you ask me.
To get them by all the kids in the neighborhood who think that just because a guy makes Tootsie Rolls and Tootsie Pops for a living, he's a walking Tootsie.
Okay, 43 Elm Street. Get ready, Roberts.
All for the love of a Tootsie Roll.
Mr. Cow,
Yes?
how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
According to Google, 6. But who has that kind of patience? I'm going straight for the bites.
I don't know. I always end up biting. Ask Mr. Fox, for he's much cleverer than I.
Mr. Fox, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
Wait a minute. Is that kid naked? I mean, seriously, what's up with that? Who's the fashion police for these cartoon characters? Don't they have, like, a dress code or something?
Why don't you ask Mr. Turtle, for he's been around a lot longer than I. Me, I bite.
Mr. Turtle, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
I never made it without biting. Ask Mr. Owl, for he is the wisest of us all.
Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
A good question. Let's find out. 1, 2, 3.
If there's anything I can't stand, it's a smart owl.
How many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop? The world may never know.
Us little kids made this the most favorite pop in the whole world. It's the only one with a real Tootsie Roll center.
What about us bigger kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby, that stick is nowhere for my image.
Then have a Tootsie Pop Drop.
Pop what?
Pop Drop, like a Tootsie Pop. And they fill the hole.
With Tootsie Roll.
It's a portable pop.
Without the stick.
Tootsie Pop Drops for bigger kids.
Tootsie Pop drops for bigger kicks? Are we talking about candy or contraband here? These folks are really pushing the limits with their marketing strategies.
Yeah, baby.
Did that grandma just hit on me? I mean, I know I got charmed, but isn't that taking it a bit too far?
They'll eat your home! They'll eat your homework! They'll eat you!
Excuse me.
Yes?
Can you tell me how many licks to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Perhaps. Why?
At the center of every Tootsie Pop, there's a chocolatey, chewy Tootsie Roll.
Begin the count. 1, 2.
Seriously? You're gonna trust your Tootsie Pop to a giant dinosaur and a robot? You're not that gullible, are you?
You bet.
You bet. Allow me. 1, 2. How many licks to the center of a Tootsie Pop? 3.
The world may never know.
We bet.
How many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
Ooh, good.
Oh, Tom, aren't you going to share your Tootsie Pop?
No, you'll bite it.
No, we won't.
But you always do.
That's gotta be the weirdest animated tongue I've ever seen. It's like something straight out of an early Disney movie. I have expected to start dancing with broomsticks.
Oh, we do not.
What a terrible thing to
Honest,
say.
this time we won't.
Well, okay, but you promised.
Oh, we promise. We promise.
How many licks? The world may never know.
Now, a Tootsie Family candy store, and what an assortment. Tootsie Rolls, Tootsie Pops, Tootsie Pop Drops. You can take your change the Tootsie way.
Can you believe they're saying take your change the Tootsie way? Man, those were the days in the 50s. Nowadays, you cannot even buy a candy with that kind of change. We're living in the dark times, my friend. We're living in the dark times.
How many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
Come on, kid. Bite it. Oh, no. Just think. If you lick it all the way through to the center, you'll be the first one ever to do it. Listen, pal. Just think of that chewy, delicious Tootsie Roll center. Go ahead, bite. No. Anything worth having is worth waiting for. Don't listen to him, kid. You'll get a Charlie horse in your tongue. You'll be a hero. You'll be a sucker.
How many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop? The world may never know.
That evil kid is like a mastermind at what he's pulling off. It's a diabolical genius if you ask me. I wouldn't want to play chess with him. He outsmarted me. These Tootsie Roll commercials have taught me an important life lesson. Sometimes taking a bite, it's not about satisfying your sweet tooth. It's about breaking the rules. I mean, come on, if someone tells you to slowly lick your way to the center, what's the fun in that? Go ahead and rebel a little. You might just find the sweetest spot sooner than you expected.